Hello, gorgeous people. Why do we meditate? We meditate because we want to feel peaceful within ourselves. We meditate because we know that it energizes us. We do this practice because we want to feel more connected to our surroundings, ourselves, and other people. We meditate because we want to listen more carefully to the subtle voice within us and to the entirety of what this experience is providing us all the time. But because we can drift off into the over-identification with the chaos that appears in our lives, the consequence of not being able to integrate all the lessons that we are learning here in this earth experience. Meditation is allowing us this space, this time, this ground to not only energize, but integrate the information and the energy and allow the emotion to flow through us. Emotion is energy in motion. And when we meditate, we enter a state. Now, when I say meditation, I'm referring to the practice itself, the practice of allowing, the practice of being with ourselves, enjoying our presence and enjoying the moment of sitting. The peace, the love is an innate consequence of connecting with this subtlety, this freeness, and this courage within ourselves that will be built by the love that we retrieve within ourselves to express ourselves beyond our shame, beyond the limiting beliefs that we have imposed on ourselves and we unconsciously work from through our day-to-day lives. Meditation is of means to come back to this subtlety within ourselves, where we can observe our patterns throughout our day, where meditation then becomes a way of living. It becomes a way and a state that we bring and carry within our day-to-day lives, and we inevitably live a life more aligned and in peace with this peaceful nature that is always the background experience and the truth, the fundamental being within ourselves that is not identified with any content of our experience that we continuously experience in our day-to-day lives. Meditation is of means to come back to rest, to compassionately and humbly allow ourselves to return to this place within ourselves, to return to the grace of our inner child, to return back to the innate grace that is within us. I have coached and helped many people to help them shatter their limiting beliefs, to help them transcend their fears, their limitations of actually being with their emotions, to actually regulate their nervous system and come back into a state of receiving the divine grace, connecting with the inner child that desperately wants to express, that desperately wants to establish itself in its love into the world through whichever way you are capable of in this lifetime and you chose to express in this lifetime. My course Meditative Living is coming out very soon, and you can now sign up for the pre-sale, which will provide you a 40% discount of the entire price. If you are not satisfied with this course, you will get a full 100% money refund, guaranteed. If you are someone who has been interested in living a more spiritual life, a more peaceful life, and want to know practical ways and tools how to actually love yourself, how to actually maneuver through life in a more peaceful and connected way with your inner being, and allow that spaciousness to be extended to everybody, your friends and your family, and basically every encounter that you have with anything that is here in this life to be loved. Come back to this practice, make it a routine, and make it a way of living again. I want to introduce you to meditative living. Meditative living is as of means to approach ourselves from a place of curiosity, from a place of understanding, so we can confront certain aspects of ourselves, so we can confront certain situations and circumstances that are beyond our control, that happen in our outer world, from a place of calm observation, No matter where you find yourself in your life right now, which circumstances present themselves that might be stressful, are holding you down, are difficult and challenging, you are in a place where you're desperate to learn how to let go. And letting go is an art and a quality that we need to bring into the rest of our lives to properly integrate and maneuver, learn from and move forward from possibly challenging lessons and circumstances that have presented themselves in our lives. Once we begin to awaken to the deeper realities of ourselves, we begin a purgatory process, as though letting go of all old, expired version of ourselves and let them die off. Whilst my time in sadness and heartbreak was beautiful, and I know that it's easy to say this on the other side, it felt like something beyond dying at times, something that I just don't want to touch. As though I'm placed in some laboratory room, flying without any tools, filled with these black, mysterious fumes I'm struggling to avoid, realizing that I'm the one who needs to clear it up, something which is hard to even see through and understand. However, I'm here to tell you that it does not have to be that way, as meditative living holds the exact tools and guided exploration sessions which I have gathered from years and years of meditating, trial and error, and finding ways to let go. These techniques are proven to help you maneuver even the toughest setbacks with grace. Yes, the thickest fumes can be enjoyed, and I am not kidding, because this is how I oftentimes experience these internal wars nowadays. Because the truth is, your body already knows how to do this. It's just that the how can be the challenge. Everything which appears to happen finds its roots from within our internal subconscious world, and even through the second day of meditative living, you will inevitably experience your outer world reflect this new sense of peace that you have become.